Good evening, traders. This is MR Strategies on Sunday night, the 1st of August. And you can see we're already jacked up. They are moving it pretty hard back to the upside again. Apparently, just going to ignore all the warning signs that have been somewhat flashing to this market right now. And this is going to fit really well into some reversal shorts tomorrow morning. If in fact we are still up at these levels, I'm going to highly recommend that. If we're up here, of course, you always want confirmation, but we're already way ahead of us, way ahead of itself, and we're pretty much in the process of testing contract highs all the way across the board right out of the gate. We have you got a pretty substantial gap all the way across all of these markets. You can see the ES settlement was we're right 22 handles above that, or somewhere around 43.92. Uh, Probably right there, beautiful, right at the pivot. I would not be surprised if you see this tomorrow at some point. I don't know when they're going to do it. I don't know if they're going to slap this thing overnight or they're going to keep pushing this up. And if they do, just let them do their business and wait for the signal to take a short out to get the short reversal if it confirms. A lot of trading overnight time left. I don't know what they're going to do. In fact, I'm not sure why they're so jacked up already as they stand. But this market continues to defy all the odds, and it's it's really strong. So once again, as far as my analysis is, can we are we going to be able to sustain these highs? And I'm not saying we shouldn't be up here, but I got to guarantee you that for the most part they're going to sell this off and bring it back down to where they want to get on board. If in fact that's what they want, they might take advantage of this higher opening and they just might dump it. I really don't know, but you got to look at the probabilities of success and where you're at, and are we going to be wanting to look for the longs at R2 right out of the gate tomorrow morning? I just don't know. I mean, you don't want to fight it. The market's going to prove itself no matter what, but more often than not, this is a perfect example of uh, an extreme scenario that is probably due to reverse and kick back some of it. So that's what I would be looking for, a reversal short anywhere. I mean, contract high is 22. I hope they do. I hope they make a contract high overnight. I hope they get above R3. I hope they're sitting at R3 in the morning, and you're going to see how you can take advantage of these type of openings, you know, and whether or not they have the ability to keep pushing, no matter what. Even if they do, they will fill the gap. Okay, so it just becomes a matter of when. So we'll see how things plays out tomorrow morning. This market just continues to roll. So listen, I'm going to show you everything underneath you. You can see this little trend line right here. It's probably a little lower. This comes in right at the pivot, and which is right here. You can see it on this chart right here. Your daily pivot is all the way down at around 92, 43.92, and that is your settlement price. That is where the market settled on Friday afternoon. So I do expect this market to retrace and give that back. And as to what we will do from there, I don't know. You can see right here on the 15, we have a trend line coming in just below it at 43.88. So let's take a bigger look and let's open this up a little bit more and to see what we really have underneath that. And this is where your MAs are kicking in. In fact, one sitting right at the pivot at settlement, and then you have another one down here, which is way lower, 43.62. So I'm not going to worry about that now, and we'll see what happens if they have eventually fill the gap, and will they pile on and push it? I don't know. We're going to have to see. This we can get rid of. This one might be a little more valid. That comes in around once again 43.90, which kind of falls in line with this little price point right here, 43 uh, 87 or something in that area. Is that what I got right? Yeah, it's 43.87. It's the same trend line right here as well. So it's really possible we could come all the way back down to this area, and we're just going to have to see. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen overnight. So I'm just providing you with underlining support areas and the pretty good probability of us filling the gap tomorrow if in fact we stay up at these higher extremes. So I'll briefly and quickly show you what to expect for the Dow. You can see this MA right now is sitting at about it's about 34.9, I think. Yeah, oh, let's say 34.870, and then another one coming down at about 34.760. But we're just gonna have to see. Right now, they're almost at 35,000. They could continue to push these uh, through the overnight session as well, unless something really unusual occurs um, overnight in the European session. There's could be they could roll them over in the European session. So we're just gonna have to see. I mean, if you're on at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're trading. I pay attention to any weaknesses right here at R2, which is right up here at around 41, 44.15. And if they keep really push, they're probably going to make it maybe a charge for the contract high, which is uh, 44.22 and a half. So that's really the setup right now. Once again, the market just continues to rock to the upside, guys. And, like I said, I'm not fighting it. I'm just playing what they're giving me. And, I expect them to take advantage at these extreme resistance levels and to take money off the table and push it from there. So that's my expectations for tomorrow. Let's see where this is at around 8:30 in the morning, guys. And hope you had a great weekend. So let this thing continue to rock to the upside. And if you're trading overnight, be careful, be smart. Always put your stops in, protect your profits, protect every trade you take. And we'll touch base in the morning and see exactly where we're at and how to play it. But for now, this is where you're at. So have a great night. We'll talk in the morning.